What is up, you guys? It's your girl Danni Louise back again with another YouTube video. Hello. Hi. In today's video, we tested Missguided Beauty. It is on my face right now. I'm not going to say anything because there are some products that are a bit like, and then there's some products that are like, hello, get in me, consume in me. This is the look that I created, which, hello. Also, new hair who dis, just saying I did it myself, I did it myself. So hope you enjoy this video. If you do, give it a massive thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more content. Definitely keep on watching if you want to see how I got this look and if you want to see how Missguided Beauty performs on the skin. All right guys, enjoy the video. Okay guys, so let's just jump straight in. I purchased these actually ages ago, but then I actually did a YouTube video, but I never published it because, yeah, I'll let you see for yourself. Let's roll the clip. Sick person or a Simpson, but I'm trying. Yeah, so that... We're not going to talk about that because that was really bad. That was just... I'm actually not going to be using the foundation. So this is the foundation that I used. It's just the Meet Your Match Demi Matte Foundation. The only thing I found with this, obviously the colour you can tell is way off. That is my fault. However, the one thing with this, I know that it says it's a buildable medium coverage foundation. With me, I like a more full coverage foundation to cover all of these little devils on my face. Not only that, it was very, it was just a really weird texture on my skin. The foundation didn't look nice on the skin itself. It was very like, it started separating on the skin, but I think that was because it went with the primer. This is the primer right here. So this is the matte primer. I should have got the hydrating one. I think they did another one, which is a hydrating one. Because I focus this more in my T-zone, because this is where I get the most oily, I did put that in there, so it shouldn't have really collided with this, and they're both the same brand. So it was just a no from me. Like, I just didn't like this at all. What we're going to do is just not to put on the foundation. I know that's really annoying. It's a Missguided Beauty video and I'm not using the foundation, but you can see for yourself, like, it's just not, it's not doing it for me. Like, just for me personally, loads of other people have used it and it looks beautiful on their skin, but for me, no. Now I do remember that the brow pencil is freaking insane. It's probably one of my favorite brow pencils. It's not even a pencil, it's a brow marker. So it's the Brow You Doin tinted brow marker in the shade medium. It's long lasting and smudge proof. It is freaking insane. It gives you amazing brow like hair strokes, which I love because I love a fluffy brow. So I will show you what that looks like right now. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go ahead with the Got To Be Glued. Just put that on a little spoolie right here. Brush through the brow. Then what I'm going to do is just go in with my finger and just make sure that I'm pressing the hairs down. I'm then going to go in with some micellar water, just any normal one is fine, and just make sure that all the glue is off my skin from over the top of my brow and on the bottom. Now that that is done, we've got very fluffy brows. Can go in with a spoolie and just shape at the top so they're not so pushed up. But for me, I really like bushy brows at the moment, so I am just going to leave them like that. What I'm going to do now is go in with some concealer. The concealer I'm going to be using is Missguided Beauty. Hello, it's in the video. So this is the Meet Your Match Liquid Concealer. It's a mattifying finish with hydrating aloe vera juice, vitamin E and zinc for UVA protection and SPF 6. I'm going to go ahead and just literally just underline what I normally do, underline my brows with this. Now that I've got the initial shape on, I'm just going to bring this down to my lid and prime my lid and get it ready for the eyeshadow. Now, the one thing I did notice with this concealer was it was a very light shade for me. One thing is, with the shades, it's very difficult to kind of tell what shade is which because it is done by numbers and not like normal words like chestnut or almond. Like this foundation is in the shade almond. I know that that's quite a dark foundation. Other shades like golden beige, rose beige, nude beige. I prefer stuff like that because it's easier for me to comprehend. Like, my brain is quite small, right? So it's quite easy for me to be like, right, okay, I know what that shade is. But for this, it is like in like 2B or 4A, or I don't really dig that. Like, I don't really understand what that means. Like, I know that might be like neutral, warm, or warm, whatever. I don't know. That just might be for me. I prefer when it's more like descriptive, like almond or chestnut. But for this, it's very hard to pick online. It looks like my skin tone, right? It doesn't look too bad. It is so pale. Like, I looked like Casper the Ghost. For real. For real. Okay, so now that the eyes are primed and there's something in my eye, hello. What? The one thing as well with this concealer, it is going a little patchy on the eye. I know that it says it is a medium coverage, and maybe I'm just not used to that. It is going patchy, and again, it's separating on the eye. I don't know if you can see that, but it's going a bit weird on the eye itself, so I don't know. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is go in with the Brow You Doing Tinted Brow Marker in the shade medium. This is unreal. Like, it is honestly just insane. I will show you in a minute. Again, I've obviously tested this before in my other video that didn't go live. It is insane. This was my favorite thing. This is my new favorite thing, and it will forever be my new favorite thing. I'm just saying. So let's go in with this. I'm literally just going to do what I always do and just go upwards where I've lined my brow with that concealer as a guideline. Like, look at that. Can you see that? That's insane. And can you see how the end just looks like brow hair? Like, honestly, this pen is the best thing. The only thing I would say is it is very, very wet. So it's very pigmented. So you do need to go in with a light hand with this. Yeah, because as you can see, it's very, very like pigmented, and it will go on. If you press down on it, it's literally like a felt tip pen, and it will just be really dark. I just go in really, really lightly. I'm barely touching my skin. I'm just filling in where the sparse hairs are. But I'm stuttering. Take your pills. This is insane. Like, can you see how that brow went on so smoothly, so quickly? Like, you can see the difference right there. Like, insane. Insane. Is go in with the eyes straight away. Missguided Beauty don't have like an eyeshadow palette. They have like individual lid shadow pigment. Why am I doing this? This is the lids. Honey. Honey. Why is that so funny to me as a name? So it's literally just like an eyeshadow pigment that looks something like this. It looks really pretty in the pan. Again, I have used this and I don't really like how it performs on the eye. I will show you. It's not really pigmented. You can't really see it on there. I will use it for the sake of this video, but you will see what I mean. Okay, so what I'm going to do is literally just go in. If I don't have like an eyeshadow palette, I just do this all the time. I'm going to go in with the Instant Vaccay bronzer, which is this one here, and just use this to basically give my eye some shape. I'm going to use this and just brush it all over the lid, literally all the way up to my brow, just so it gives my eyes some warmth, makes something there. Do you know what I mean? Because we don't have anything to put on. So I just sweeped the bronzer all over my eyes just to give it more of a warmer look to my skin. Is go in with the lids eyeshadow pigment, which is this right here. I'm gonna apply it dry first so you can see what it looks like and see what I mean by the pigment's not really there. So again, I'm just dipping in, and then I'm just gonna apply it all over the lid. Like, where is it? Can you see it? Because I can't see it. I mean, it's giving me a little bit something, like she's like trying to shimmer through, but it's not really there. What I'm gonna do is actually just wet this brush. Okay, so now that it's wet, let's see what it is. I haven't actually used it wet before. Okay, so it's going on a bit better. Right, let's see. Okay, there we go. There's something coming through. Right, I don't know if you can see. I mean, there's a little something. I'm just going to bring it a bit higher so it blends into that bronzer. Okay, there's something there. You can definitely see that there's something on my eye. Do I like it? No. Have I tried better products? Yes. But this took a lot of dipping into it with the brush to get the pigment that you see today. And it is not very pigmented. Like, I had to work hard to get this on here. It's a pretty color. Like, once you do get the pigment down, it's a little bit dark and it doesn't really blend in with the bronzer. You know what it is? I think I'm so not used to like natural looks. It's like throwing me off my game. I'm like, what is this? Natural? Who is she? I'm not natural at all. I'm very, very a full glam kind of girl. So I think that's what's throwing me off a little bit. Go off camera really quickly and just apply some lashes and then come back and we'll do the skin. Okay guys, so we are back. So I just applied some lashes. These are the Doe lashes in the style Taylor. These are what they are like on. Never used these before, so hi. Also bought some more in the style Samantha, so saying. So let's move on to the well-awaited skin. Again, I won't be using the foundation because the colour is very, 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 very Casper light for my skin tone, right? So this is the First Base Mattifying Primer. It minimises the appearance of pores for a flawless base, non-greasy formula with oil absorption. My dyslexia can't pronounce that word. I'm gonna go ahead and just apply that just in my T-zone because my skin is hella dry at the moment. You can see that it's going on here. I've got a few few breakouts, but they're all dried now. They're all kind of like old scarring. I'm going to go into this just in my T-zone because that's where I tend to get moist. That's where I tend to get most oily. So I'm just going to go... It comes out like this, right? I don't know if you can see that. Look. You're thinking it too. It comes out a bit thick. Like, I personally don't really like primers like this because it can tend to get a little bit weird on the skin and feel really thick and weird. So I'm just going to apply this in my T-zone area. Ugh. I really don't like the texture of that. It feels like you're rubbing slime straight onto your skin and it doesn't feel... It feels like it's never gonna rub in. I don't know if that makes any sense at all. So again, I'm just applying this where I get most oily. Okay, so it claims that it minimizes pores, does it? Yeah, so it claims that it minimizes the appearance of pores for a flawless brace. Yeah, have humongous pores, like they're literally like the size of this. It has definitely done that. It does feel a little bit weird on the skin, like it feels like it's not rubbed in, like it still feels like it's wet on the skin. I don't know how to explain it. Texture's not very nice, like it feels like slime. I mean, it's a primer. Let's just jump straight into the foundation. So again, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. foundation. I'm a cop out, I know, I'm sorry. I apologize, okay, I apologize. I tried it once, it didn't work. This is a first impression, so never used it. So I'm just going to go ahead with my Morphe sponge right here. Again, you know my little test that I do. If it does this and it doesn't drip, it means that it's a full coverage foundation. It can give that very nice full coverage look. So I'm just going to start at the end here. Okay, again, much better colour. The other one was very, very pale. Let's just see if it covers these bad boys. It smells nice. This is kind of one layer. Again, it hasn't given me what I want. It's not really covered anything. Again, it's a medium foundation, I know, so it's for more of those girls out there who don't have any problem areas. You can just put it on and be like, fresh, who dis? I'm definitely going to need another layer, so I'm just going to pop some more on the back there. Please cover these up, please. It does say it's buildable. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, we're getting there. This foundation smells so nice. It smells like roses. Okay, so that's kind of 2 layers on one side. You can see like my problem areas right here, which I'm not really digging. Like you can see them still. Not a fun look. It's not fun. Okay guys, so that's kind of 2 layers on my skin right now. Again, you can see everything. I'm having a little bit of breakout on my chin because it's that time of the month and it's just hormonal time. Like that's just what us girls go through. The colour is not too bad. It's a little bit dark, but I mean, that's okay. Like we can just blend it down our neck and we can just lighten it up with the concealer. I'm going to try and go in with a 3rd layer. I know, cakey. I really, really don't want to see these little buggers. It could be the sponge as well, like the sponge does absorb quite a lot of makeup. I feel like applying medium coverage foundations with a brush would be a lot better because a brush doesn't absorb a lot of product. A sponge definitely will just take that product and just absorb it. I prefer using a sponge because obviously it feels nice on my skin and it definitely blends it out better, I think. But using a sponge for like medium coverage or light coverage foundations is kind of difficult because it will just take away that foundation. That's what it looks like on the skin itself. That's what it's looking like. I know it's not the Missguided foundation, but anyway, first impressions, it's e.l.f. If you're interested in buying the e.l.f. foundation, this is what it looks like on acne-prone skin. I'm gonna go ahead and conceal now. Using the Meet Your Match concealer. This is in the shade 100, I think. Yeah, 100. And I'm just gonna go ahead and conceal with this. Now, it is quite light, so I'm only gonna put a little bit on. Yeah, look how light that is. And go in with my sponge again and just blend this out. So let's see what this looks like. No. Okay, so it's just kind of blending out. Like I can't see any coverage. Like there's literally no coverage. Like there's nothing there. I'll put another layer on just to see if we give it a fair chance. Again, that might just be the sponge taking away the product, but I have used other foundations and concealers with a sponge and it has just gone on normally. Okay, I'm not too sure about that. Like, I don't think, I mean, the colour's not right, obviously. It's not giving me any coverage. Like, there's no coverage there at all. I know that is buildable and I know that is a medium coverage concealer. Okay, so let's go in with another layer just to give it a chance. I'm all for second chances on my channel. Okay. I'm just gonna put it here. Like, you can still see my bags and my dark circles. Okay, so there's something there, like that's 2 layers. Again, yeah, I know that the concealer shade is not very flattering. Sorry, I was doing my TikTok. Okay, so yeah, so that's not really giving me the coverage that I want. The shade is not very good. It's just not one of those concealers that I'd wear every day. Like, I wouldn't put this in my makeup bag. I don't really like it. This is the Meet Your Match contouring stick in the shade M7, which is this one right here. It's just a normal contour stick that looks something like that. So that's the shade right there. Let's go ahead and just apply this right here to our cheeks. Okay. It's very, very difficult to put it onto the skin. Like my other contour sticks, if I do that, the pigment's there. But with this, I'm having to really press down to get that on there, like that. But let's carry on. I'm just going to pop some on my forehead. Okay, let's start blending this out. Does it want to blend out, or does it want to be patchy? I mean, I don't know. I mean, okay, like it blended out all right. It was a bit difficult at first, but I probably had to warm up the product a little bit first. It's not really pigmented like it is. Like, you can see that there's some contour there. What does it say that it is? So it says it's a cream to powder texture to smooth and define, contains moisturizing argan oil, vitamin E and marshmallow root extract. Oh, so it's a cream to powder. So that's probably why it goes on like that. So let's try this side. That's probably why blending it with a sponge kind of makes it a bit patchy if it does turn to powder. Off the foundation as well. Okay, so with this guy right here, I mean, it blended out all right. Like, it's not too bad. It's definitely blended out. The shade's okay as well. Definitely look very, very orange though. It is quite a warm kind of contour, which I thought it'd be quite cool toned. Not really into that either. This isn't really working, Missguided, is it? It's not. Okay, so let's try and move on to more of the powdery products, right? So let's set everything in place. This is the Matte Trick Radiant Mattifying Powder. Look how white this is. This is like, not gonna work, is it? This is freaking not my shade. This is not my shade, and that's my fault. I completely understand that's my fault. This is a velvet mattifying pressed powder with illuminating rose quartz, containing nourishing argan oil and vitamin E, suitable for all skin types. So, okay, so I'm just gonna use a little one, and just go in a little bit with this, and just use it to set underneath my eye, because it is quite pale. I don't know if it's translucent. Is it translucent? No, it's in a shade. It's meant to be illuminating as well, so. That smells very weird. I don't like the smell of that. It smells like talcum powder. All set in place. That's not too bad. I mean, it did the job. It definitely mattified and it definitely powdered everything down. So not too mad at that. It's just the colour's a bit off. Let's go in with the bronzer, right? So this is the Instant Vaccay. Again, we use this on our eyes so we can kind of see what it looks like. However, on the skin, it could be a little bit different. So this is the Bronze Duo Powder in the shade Light, because the medium looked a little bit darker. So this is a buildable texture of super fine pigments that melt into the skin for a sun-kissed complexion enriched with vitamin E, sweet almond oil and argan oil. Just dropped my brush. So I'm going to go ahead and just bronze my normal areas, which is my cheeks, my temples, my nose and my chin. That I actually quite like. It's a very just normal everyday bronzer. It's not doing anything amazing. Like, I'm not like, oh my god, this is the best bronzer in my life. For the range of this makeup collection, it's not too bad. Like, I am liking the shade of that, which is in the shade Light, which is pretty. Okay, blush. This is the Stop I'm Blushing High Pigment Matte Blush. It's in the shade About Last Night, which is a very cherry pinky kind of blush, which looks beautiful. High Pigment Matte Blush Powder with a buildable texture that melts into the skin for an ultra radiant finish, enriched with vitamin E and sweet almond oil. So this is what it looks like. Very, very peachy, very, very pretty. I'm gonna go in with my favorite brush. This is my Peaches and Cream. Go in here. Oh, okay, I like that. That's probably my favorite one. I do like a lot of blush. Sorry about it. I'm not mad at that. That's very, very bright, and it is very illuminizing as well. You can see that's giving my skin a bit of glow, but that is pretty. Okay. Okay, I like that. Like, when I smile, like, ding. That's very pretty. I actually really, really like that. Okay, it's definitely got some glow in there. I don't know if you can see that. Definitely got some highlight in there, which is pretty. The color is beautiful. It's kind of like a neon orange peachy kind of color, which is really beautiful. We've got a winner, guys. We've got a winner. Everybody clap. Clap. Thank you. Let's go in with some highlighter. Let's try and get this look lively again. This is the highlighter powder. So this is in the shade Golden Hour. I thought it was beautiful. So this is a buildable texture for the perfect radiant glow, enriched with sweet almond oil and vitamin E. I think they're all rich with that. But let's go ahead with this. Look something like that. Pretty. Ooh. Okay, again, my Peaches and Cream highlighter brush, and I'm just gonna go in a little bit with that. Let's see what this does on the skin. Ooh. Oh. Okay, that is beautiful. Can you see that? Very, very golden. Definitely suits the name of Golden Hour. Amazing, beautiful. I love when my temples kind of hit the light as well. And also here. Stop it. Stop. Like, watch when it hits the light, okay? That is incredible. That is definitely melted beautifully into the skin. It is very, very golden, very wet as well, which I love a wet highlighter. Ooh. That's insane. Like, can you see that? I am not mad at that. That's beautiful. Missguided, that is insane. Definitely can be an everyday product for me. Definitely go to my makeup bag because that's beautiful. I think that is the skin done. Okay, not too bad. We had some products that were a little bit like no, and then we had some products that were like yes, hello. Really excited about the lips. So this is the Pick Up Line Wood Lip Liner. So this is in the shade No Chill and looks something like this. A very orangey red shade. I think it's more orange than anything. Okay, that is very orange. That's like orange. I'm gonna go in with the lipstick. So this is again in the same shade. So this is in No Chill number 8. Look, that's... Ooh. Okay, first initial thoughts, that's very hydrating. Feels like I'm just putting on a lip balm, which is nice. What? Whoa, is a very bright lipstick. So that is everything. What we're going to do now is the last step is go in with the Superfix Fixing Mist. So it looks something like this. Very cool packaging. This basically is a long-lasting fix without stickiness. Apply to the face with the eyes closed. Okay, so let's do that. Let's close the eyes. And it's a very fine, yeah, that's very fine mist. Love that. Ooh. Oh, that feels so nice. Oh, my skin is very wet. That feels so nice. I love a continuous fine mist. And it also smells amazing. It smells like rose petals. Okay, you guys, so that is it for this makeup look. Okay, the thing is, I'm not too mad at it. Like, I feel like Missguided came back with the blush and the bronzer and the highlighter and the lipstick and the brow pencil. So I feel like those products definitely are going in my makeup bag because I really love those. Love the brow. This is crazy. What I'm going to do actually, because I couldn't get my hands on the freckle thing because I have a freckle pen, I'm going to go ahead and just dot some. Cute. So this is probably my favorite freaking product. Like, the brows are insane. Like, I don't know if you can see that. That is exactly how I like my brows to look. Is very fluffy and very like zoom zoom. Do you know what I mean? The bronzer was very nice. The blush, stop, I'm blushing. That's the name of the product. It goes with the lipstick really nicely actually, because it's like a very peachy kind of neon look, and it goes with the lipstick, which is very, very bright and peachy as well. I really liked the highlighter. That was insane. You can still see it on the skin. It's very wet. It's very radiant. It melted into the skin very, very nicely. Like, you can see that is definitely Golden Hour, so the name is definitely suitable. Beautiful. Alright guys, so that is it for this makeup look. I really hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe to my channel for more looks from me, and make sure you follow my socials, which will be down below somewhere right now. Alright guys, so I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.